You ever feel like you're on a hamster wheel? You're running, 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 working your tail off, putting in the extra hours, but when you look at your bank account, it's like you haven't moved an inch. It's frustrating, right? You do everything you're supposed to do. You got the education, you got the job, you're responsible. But financial freedom feels like this distant, mythical land you'll never reach. You see others who seem to work less but have more, and you think, what am I doing wrong? Well, what if I told you that working harder isn't the answer? In fact, it might be the very thing holding you back. This sounds completely backward, I know. We are taught from childhood that hard work is the key to success. Put your nose to the grindstone, they say. And for some things, that's true. But when it comes to building wealth, it's not just about effort. It's about where you direct that effort. The system isn't always set up for the hardest worker to win. It's set up for the smartest worker to win. Let me tell you about two friends. Let's call them Alex and Ben. Both are incredibly smart, graduated from the same university, and started their careers with the same passion. Alex got a stable job at a big corporation. He was the model employee. First to arrive, last to leave. He took on every project, never said no, and consistently got glowing performance reviews. He got his yearly 3% raise, a small bonus if the company did well. He was the definition of a hard worker. He was also constantly stressed about money. His salary would go up, but so would his expenses. A new car, a slightly bigger apartment. He was always just keeping his head above water. Ben, on the other hand, took a different path. He also started in a corporate job, but he treated it differently. He did his job well, met his deadlines, but he didn't live at the office. He protected his time and energy. In his evenings, instead of decompressing from a 12-hour workday, he started learning about investing. He started a small side business online, something he was passionate about that didn't require much money to start, just his time. At first, it was a tiny trickle of income, barely noticeable. Alex even made fun of him a little, saying he was wasting his time on a little hobby. But Ben was playing a different game. Alex was trading his time for money, a direct one-to-one exchange. There are only 24 hours in a day, so his earning potential had a hard cap. Ben was building systems. His small online business started to grow. He created digital products that could be sold while he was sleeping. He took the money from his job and his side business and invested it in index funds, letting his money work for him. Years went by. Alex was now a senior manager. He had a bigger salary, but also a bigger mortgage, car payments, and the constant pressure to keep performing at that high level. He was burned out. One day, he met Ben for coffee. Ben looked relaxed. He told Alex he'd recently quit his corporate job. Not because he got a better offer, but because he didn't need it anymore. His investments and his online business were now generating more than his salary ever did. He had a team managing the day-to-day of his business. His income was no longer tied to the hours he worked. He had broken free. Alex was stunned. He had worked so much harder, in the traditional sense. He'd sacrificed evenings, weekends, family time. And yet, Ben, who seemed to take it easier, was now financially free. What was the difference? It wasn't about the hours. It was about leverage. This is the psychological trap so many of us fall into. We think our only asset is our labor. We get a job, and our entire financial strategy becomes, how can I sell my time for a higher price? We focus on promotions, on raises, on climbing a ladder that is, by its very design, limited. You're paid just enough to keep you coming back, but rarely enough to truly get ahead. Your income is active. The moment you stop working, whether for vacation, illness, or retirement, the money stops. The truly wealthy understand that you need to shift from active income to passive income. You need to build or buy assets that generate money for you, independent of your time. This isn't some get-rich-quick scheme. This is a fundamental mindset shift. Your job is a tool. It's a source of capital, but it shouldn't be the end goal. The goal should be to use that capital to acquire assets. What are assets? They can be stocks that pay dividends. They can be real estate that generates rental income. They can be a business you build that can eventually run without you. It could even be a YouTube channel, a blog, or a book that earns you royalties for years to come. The key is that they are not a one-to-one trade for your time. You create something once, and it pays you over and over. The problem is, our brains are wired for immediate reward. Working harder at your job gives you a predictable, immediate result, a paycheck. Building an asset is slow. It's uncertain. It's like Ben's first few months with his side business, earning almost nothing. It feels like you're working for free. It is psychologically much harder to delay gratification and build for the long term when bills are due now. So we stay on the hamster wheel, telling ourselves if we just run a little faster, we'll finally get somewhere. But the wheel just spins faster. This is what's known as the effort trap. You mistake business for progress. You're so exhausted from your 50-hour workweek that the last thing you want to do is spend another 2 hours learning about investing or building a website. The system is designed to keep you tired. A tired worker doesn't have the energy to look for an exit. So how do you break out? You start small. You don't have to quit your job tomorrow like Ben. You just need to start shifting your perspective. See your job not as your source of life, but as a source of funding for your real goal, building your freedom machine. Start by tracking your time. Where does your energy really go? Then, carve out a small, non-negotiable block of time each week, maybe just a few hours, dedicated solely to building an asset. This is your freedom fund of time. Use it to learn a new skill, a skill that can be leveraged. Learn about digital marketing, coding, video editing, or investing. Read books about financial independence. Start with a small amount of money, whatever you can afford, and begin investing it. It doesn't matter if it's $50 a month. The habit is more important than the amount. You are teaching your brain to think like an owner, not just an earner. You replanting the seeds for your future orchard while you still working on someone else's farm. The real reason you working hard and still broke isn't because you lazy or not smart enough. It's because you're playing the wrong game. You trying to win a race by running faster on a treadmill that is bolted to the floor. The only way to win is to get off the treadmill and start building your own path. It's a slower start, for sure. It's less glamorous. But it's the only path that actually leads somewhere. It leads to a place where your money works for you, instead of you always working for it. The secret isn't working harder. It's about changing what you work on. It's about shifting from being a well-paid servant to becoming the master of your own financial destiny. And the first step is understanding the game. Now that you do, the question is, what will your next move be? We'll be exploring some of those first moves in our upcoming videos. There's a hidden world of financial strategies that are never taught in school, and we are going to uncover them, one by one. To make sure you don't miss out, you know what to do.